There we go. Okay. I thought I'd just run through some of these Paragon trailers because I can, and I'm going to get back into Paragon even though it's only been like 2 days. But either way, not Yin. Yin's shite. Oh, this one. This one.
Flashing lights, endless cheers. 온 세상이 나의 무디야.
Oh, yes. If you noticed, when she does that attack, she stands still the whole time. She's locked in place. Apparently, in the next update, they're changing that. I don't understand why, but honestly, I think it would be better that they put knockback into the wolves when they hit them, or root them in place, or slow them, rather than actually make her be able to move. I mean, if she's got a movement debuff while she's doing it, it'll be okay. But otherwise, she isn't weak, necessarily. Like, you go up to a 1v1, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. But on a 2v2 situation, she is, as long as obviously she's not taking the brunt of the damage, she is quite good, because she does have health regen. And if the enemy is surrounded by minions, she goes up there, gets the health regen from all the minions, she's not going to be weak. I haven't played her, obviously. It's coming out later today, so I don't know anything really about what it's actually going to be to play as her. But I will be giving her another try. I will probably live stream her, the new character, and there was someone else that they're changing that I wanted to live stream as well. But yeah, I'll give you a live stream whole game of her. So anyway, continuing on.
Catch me if you can. Don't stop me.
No, we don't need to know about it. Crunch.
My name is Crunch. I like to punch. Okay, here we go. Bye-bye. Do you like it when I punch you? Crunch, punch. Time to punch.
Okay, so talking about Crunch, they've made him too good in the fact of which, so long as you know the combos and you can get him right, he is ridiculously OP. He can 1v5 the whole entire team. But what they're doing to him now, or at least what I've heard that they're doing to him, trying to make him more usable, is ridiculous for people who already can play him and are already good at him. And then if you've got good cards on top of that, he's going to become one of the most bullshit characters in this game. Like, yes, Revenant's already pretty bullshit. Countess is and isn't. 1v1, she's 1, GG, just give up, surrender and die. But 1v2, she's dead, there's nothing she can do. Just hurry up and die in a pit. But, just Crunch is not played enough, and there's not enough people who are good at Crunch to get that, to see that side of Crunch. But he is probably, if I could play him better, or if I actually gave the time to play him, he would be my favorite character. It's just I don't like. He's too tanky. He's too slow. He's just not what I prefer. Anyway, moving on. This one right here. This is the reason why I started playing this game. Just saying.
Her hunger is eternal. Her need is unending. Her prey always the strongest. For she is the Countess who stalks the night.
Okay, well, anyway, who's next? Lieutenant Bellick? We don't need to see Lieutenant Bellick, yeah. I know Quang, we don't need to see Quang, he's pretty useless. They need to up Quang. Something about him is just not good to play, it's not fluent enough or something, I don't know, but everyone who I see playing Fang sucks, and they just can't do anything, but he can hit quite hard, which is rather annoying, but it is what it is. And then we've got Narbash, yeah, Lieutenant Bellick is not worth mentioning. But this guy, Narbash, he needs... I got no problems with him. He's good, he's balanced, and there's no problem with him whatsoever at the time being. I don't know what they're doing to him in this new update. They're probably doing something to him. I believe everyone thinks he's a really bad character to play, and they're making support... They're trying to make support better to play and more fun and more interactive. Narbash is fine. They shouldn't touch Narbash, in my opinion. But his abilities are really, really, really underwhelming. You know, like you watch this. Actually, no, I'll just let you guys watch this for the. Just watch this.
Dignity.
Well, anyway, I hope you guys paid attention to that music because that music is gone, nowhere to be seen in this game. There is no sound whatsoever. There is literally just like this pathetic dum dum dum, and that is it. There is nothing. You need to just change that. It would make him a lot better to play alongside or even as. I don't play as him because he's too slow. Again, I don't like him. I prefer Muriel, but still Muriel's slow, and they do have speed buffs, but still they're slow. I don't like them. Anyway, moving on. Faye doesn't need mentioning. They're already changing way too much for her. Again, Scorch. They've changed him already. They've made his. Oh no, they are or they have. They have, I think. Okay, wait, that's enough. His turrets are really strong, and they're giving them more armor. I think they're giving them 60 something percent ability armor as well, and they're just going to make his turrets ridiculously tough to kill in OP. Yes, they die in 4 or 5 hits, I think, but still, if you're gonna make his turrets do so much damage and then give them so much armor, him against Scorch is going to be pointless to even kill. You're just going to leave him alone. He's going to get stronger, and you're never going to touch him. But now, at the moment, most people who play him leave the turrets. Most people who play him chase enemies, and yes, you can almost never actually get the kill because you've got to stay around your turrets most of the time, unless you have your ultimate or unless you have your splashy thing. But no one uses the splashy thing, which is the one where he throws a big ball of oil and then blows it up and it does like 300 to 500 burst damage or something. He is a really good character. I've played him twice, and I do quite fancy him, but again, he's not my type. He's too slow, he doesn't have enough just instant damage or burst damage. It's just, I don't particularly like the way his abilities are. But his abilities are fine, his damage is fine, his health is fine, he is perfectly fine. I don't know why they're changing him. In my eyes, it's perfect. Anyway, moving on. Chimera, I guess we can watch that. This one.
They warn us not to enter the woods. They say the woods belong to him now, but it's not the man you have to fear. It's the beast. They call him Chimera.
I don't think I've ever seen any changes to Chimera. Chimera is good, he's perfectly fine, he is a bit strong if played right or if played well with someone else. And even solo, he can solo 1v1, he's all good. Solo 1v2, if you got health regen, he's broken. So he is a really good character to play if you're going to get into this game. But anyway, we'll move on. Rictor. One thing about Rictor, he is not a solo character at all. If you are playing him solo, perfectly fine, you can do it. I mean, I really don't care. He's got good damage, he's got slow attacks, he's got really shitty abilities in my perspective, but again, everyone plays in their own way and have fun. So yeah, from that, he is good. I can't say he is outrageously bad. It's just his abilities I personally don't like. His ultimate is okay, it stuns, it does an okay amount of damage, but his rip, if you miss it, that's it, you're game over, you're just, no. Takes way too much mana if you miss, and it does a decent amount of damage actually, but it's just too much mana if you miss. You need health, mana regen with him. Yeah, Grim.
Welcome, new owner, to your Sentry Combat Robot. This battle-ready tool is the ultimate addition to your arsenal. Featuring a proprietary renewable energy source, patented defense chassis, and an auxiliary tethered coil control system. The next generation of offensive advancement is here and ready to execute your every command.
Warning, Sentry robot should only be used by trained operators. The owner assumes all responsibility for damage done to beings, places, or property. Please battle responsibly.
So now, just going back to Narbash for a second, That one's got sweet music that I kind of like. But, again, Narbash is a drummer. He's meant to have those kicking beats. And no, he's got nothing. Anyway, moving on. Grim EXE. He's a good character. He's got good abilities. The shield one is really good. I don't use it enough. And I don't really see anyone else using it. Or else they use it at bad times. And blah, blah, blah. And then, what else is there? He's got his push bubble. It needs to be changed. I don't know, something about it just doesn't feel right, personally. But again, I'm used to these things that go straight and always hit their target and blah blah blah. I think it needs either some kind of tracking or else it needs to go further, because every time I've used it, and to get long distance burst bubbly things to protect your allies or to get the kill or something, you need to aim it way too high up, and it seems like it's just going to go up, curve straight back down, and that's it. But no, it actually goes quite a far way. But it just does. It's not straight enough. It's at too much of an angle. I don't know. Lasers and energy doesn't have weight to it. It flies straight. But again, if you're doing that, well, not again. I don't know why I'm saying it. But anyway, if you're doing that, it would be too much like Murdoch, and his ultimate is literally just a laser that goes through everything. But with Grim, his ability goes down, and it just looks really gay. Keeping with physics and laws of stuff of this world, it needs to fly straight, because when you shoot it, it will continue going as straight as it can. It might curve off into more of a buckshot type thing, but it's not going to just all stay together and curve downwards. That's not what happens. That is not reality. That's just weird. Anyway, moving on. No, I don't like this guy. We're not doing this one. Glowstone's good. He's cheap. Okay, so Sigurd, he is a tank, I believe, support tank. I don't really understand, but his armor is just non-existent. Every time I play him, he just seems to just he's a squishy tank. He's not strong. And the way I like to play him is you go damage and a little bit of attack speed at the start of the game, get rid of the attack speed, get rid of the damage, go into health, and you'll be pushing about 5k health when you reach the end game. But then, again, you have no damage, your attacks are really slow, and that's again not how I like to play, but I can play a pretty successful Sigurd. It's not world championships or anything, but it is pretty good. Either way. I'm not going to show you a build for it because I've actually deleted all but one of my builds, I believe, because some bastard said it was bad to just go all in one. But if you can win all going one, and if you could get people who can play their assigned roles extremely well, then what the fuck's the point on not doing what your character's meant to do? Like, yeah, I can understand you could play it evenly and do all this sort of stuff and play it fair, but in all reality, do you want to win, or do you want to play fair and then have this really long 3-hour drawn out game where no one's gonna win and everyone's completely fucking equal? The only question I have to the game developers is, do you want fairness or do you want game? Because I'm looking for a fun, enjoyable, fast game that I can get done in half an hour, max. This takes me 2 hours to do, or with Jay, I can get it done in about an hour and 15 minutes, sometimes less, on a player game. But it's like, what do you want from the game? You guys are saying you want fairness and you want the game to be fun and enjoyable for everyone and all this blah 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 stuff. And you just want a fun game. But the thing is, for me personally, and again, this is just a personal thing, I can't have a fun game that takes 3 hours of my time and is just wasting 3 hours of my time that I could better spend playing other games. There's this new one, Unknown Battlegrounds of Player, and the way that is played is that you can get up to 3 hour long games, but it pushes everyone into a certain area so that when it does get up to the hour long point, it's fast paced, action based. You're getting shot at from everywhere, and there's just heaps of people. There could be 20 people in this small area. Whereas with this game, yes, it's MOBA, so you can't do that. Obviously, that would be really fucking ridiculous if you did. But it takes too long to walk from one area to another once your jumpy pads are gone. I can't remember what they're called. But when your jumpy pads are gone, if both teams have jumpy pads gone, and then you gotta always get to the centre line before you get to see any action. And if the enemy team is equal with you, then it's just chucking abilities at each other and run back for more mana or stay there, and you just can't kill them because you don't have the mana, or you're too equal. And I mean, yeah, you can go counter picking, but if you're going counter picking, then your team's guaranteed to win, correct? Not necessarily. If you have a shit ass team, what the hell's the point in playing? You need to put rankings in. You need to put people at similar skill levels with people with similar skill levels. You need to do all of this other stuff. And yes, I understand it's a thing, and all of my complaints have probably been brought up 1,001 times. But I love the game, I love the characters. It takes too long. You need to find some way of pushing people together and making them either have shit health, shit armor, or else finding some way to make the abilities far more effective. Or something, because the reason why I'm getting off the game, and I'm going to re-download Harkin and play that a lot more too, but even Harkin's like, I'm 50-50 on it, because on the Oceania servers, you end up running around for half an hour trying to find the enemy, and then once you find the enemy, you've got this probably 2-minute battle, and that's it. And then you're walking around finding the person, another 2-minute battle. But those 2-minute battles feel so much more rewarding than this 3 hours of gameplay that's given me shit experience, shit reputation. Well, reputation doesn't even do anything. Card packs. What do you fucking do? I've got like fucking 5 of each card pack. I can make particular cards. I don't need card packs. I just need materials, which you can't even get unless you get them through your 3 daily rewards. And that's only 3 daily rewards that you can possibly, potentially get them. So what the hell is the point? Like, seriously. Your game is just, it's good, but it's not enjoyable, it's not rewarding, and you just don't get anything for it. You just have these shitty 5 to like 20-minute battles against players. I mean, yes, the characters I play, you've got like, you go in and 14 seconds later the enemy's dead, but that's again because of how I play the character and everything. But when you're going for fairness and evenness, if the game was how you wanted or how I perceived that you want to play the game is just short-lived. It's good, it's great, but then you've got no reward. You need to give more EXP, you need to give... Okay. Moving on to something else. Just quit complaining about that aspect. Complain about a different aspect. Your, what are they called? Codes that you give out. You give them to particular people. That's fine, I don't care. But those particular people share them on particular places. And I'm just like, how else am I meant to find them? And if you want us to put them in the you gotta paragon. I think that's just about right. That's good. Anyway, you put it in here if it loads. You put it in here, you go to redeem codes, that's fine. But you should have somewhere in-game where you put that in, and you should post your things right there. You should post them front and foremost somewhere down the bottom of this list of stuff that you automatically get put on without my consent. And then, if we're going to it going furthermore in depth into this, you should put it, if this would open, please, shrink that out, but also, you should put it right. God, I should have actually had this already up, but I didn't really think about actually explaining this, so. You should put it right here. Right here. Right here. The very first thing you see if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you should put it right here. I don't care what the hell this boring shit is. I don't look at their posts. You should put your redeemable codes right here. If it is and I'm just an idiot and I can't read, I'm sorry, but you need to put your freaking things, your redeemable codes, more in the front light of where everyone's going to be able to see it. Because right here, I'll be like, oh yeah, scroll down, got them, move on. And then I'll be able to have fun playing my game, putting them into my thing, and actually getting the free stuff. But instead, what we've got to do is we've got to go to here, and we've got to go on to some site that I don't, no, I don't, I use it quite a lot, but not a lot of people use. And then we've got to go to Paragon again, and then, how do I put an E on it? Paragon. There we go. And then we've got to join, I think it's this one. I should probably check who, yeah, it's this one. And then we've got to join this Discord that this guy's got. We've got to join Sage's Discord, and then he gives us, things every month, or however often you give it to him. But here's my thing. I got kicked from it. How am I meant to get them now? I probably can find them here. I don't know if he posts them here. But, seriously, I have no access to the codes that you give now. Simply because I got kicked from it, because, again, it's who I am. I don't tend to stay in these things for very long. So, seriously, how do I get them? I've got not very many problems with this game. Like, most of the stuff I've actually said I can overlook just simply because of the game itself being fun. But, come on, seriously, what are you doing with your game? It needs to be, if you want it to be enjoyable, make it enjoyable. But this is probably the only reason why this game, to me, is enjoyable. That's me, Dead1FU, if you guys want to add me on the game. 67 kills with a really shitty deck. I don't know why people have such big problems with my deck. 61 kills. This was a bot game, I believe. Yeah, it was, because there's no things. But still, there's nothing wrong with this deck. Go onto a player game and I can still get a decent amount of kills. Like, it's just, I don't understand it. And because I got kicked from Sage's Discord, oh, actually no, correction, I got banned from it. Otherwise I'd have no problem. I'd be able to rejoin and just not say anything and get the codes and not have a problem. But, I got banned, which is not what I said. I said, remove me from it and I won't have any problems and I won't complain and stuff. But he banned me. There's a difference between removing and banning. Simply, with removal, I can join back. With banning, I can't. And yes, I was there because I liked the community and the community was all interested in Paragon and it's a game I'm recording. But again, I'm not hardcore into any games except for Dark Souls. But again, that's kind of irrelevant considering I don't necessarily play it. Anyway, I think this is about enough because this has probably gone on for an hour or something now. I'm hungry, I want food, it's like lunchtime, and what? There is who the what the hell is Jay doing? What? Wait a minute, what? 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 Squishy scrub. Brother. The hell is all this? Okay, well anyway. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed my rants, and Jay, because apparently he's actually watching this. Um, please join my Discord. It's rather lonely and empty for all those of you who watch this in a later video. Yeah, Jay, be like. Yeah, anyway, you can join me and Jay on Paragon on doing stuff and on Discord. I will mention on this one, I now have rewards. And I've talked about that in another video. I'll link it in the description below. It won't be on the end of this because I'll go and I'll put like things over there and over there and over there and over there. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon and stuff. Bye. Ow, hit my ear. That probably was loud for you guys too. Anyway, bye bye.